and I'm going to share with you The Little School That Could. It is now one of my favorite stories. We've all heard this story, The Little Engine That Could. It is a story that came to be through one person's imagination. I would like to read to you another story that is very much like The Little Engine That Could. However, this story was not created from one person's imagination. This story came to be through the actions of many, many people. The story is called The Little School That Could. Once upon a time, there was a little school that lived in a big community with many other schools. The little school was named Wilson, and it was happy. Every day, the little school would wake up and say, "It is great to be small." The little school loved everyone. It loved the principal, who was in charge of everything. It loved the people in the office. It loved all the teachers. It loved the people who cleaned its classrooms. It loved the families who were part of the community. Most of all, the little school loved the children. The children came in all sizes from all over the community. Some would walk to school, others would come by car or by bus. Everyone was different, and the little school liked it that way. Over the years, many, many students came through the little school's doors. All the students learned important things. They learned about letters and numbers. They learned about reading and writing and math. They learned about art and music. They played in the gym and they played at recess, and the little school enjoyed all the activities that would take place within its walls or on its playground. One year, not long ago, the weather was cloudy in the big community. It was cloudy all year long, and it seemed to be more cloudy right above the little school. The leaders of the big community began to say, "All the clouds in the big community are coming from the little school." They would say, "The weather will get better for all the children in the big community if only the little school wasn't there." They would say, "The little school is too small, and it won't matter if it isn't there." They began to say it is time to close the little school. The little school did not want to be closed. The principal and teachers and office people and janitors and parents told the leaders of the big community not to close the little school. They told the leaders of the big community that closing the little school would not change the weather. They showed the leaders of the big community weather maps and charts. They showed them numbers. They talked on television. They talked on the radio. They talked directly to the leaders of the big community. But the leaders of the big community did not listen. They would not believe the people from the little school. And so it came to be that the leaders of the big community decided to close the little school. They said the little school would close at the end of the year. The little school was very sad. The little school began to wonder if it really was great to be small. It wondered where the children would go. It wondered whether they would be safe getting there. It wondered whether the children would stay together or be scattered across many other schools. The people who loved the little school saw how sad the school was. They were sad too. They said to each other, "Closing the little school will not change the weather in the big community." They said, "We cannot let the school close." Then all the people who loved the little school came together to be with the school. They talked about their beloved little school. This community of people realized that they were the little school. They were what gave the little school life and energy. All the children and families and classroom cleaners and office people and teachers and the principal, all of these people together were the little school. As the people talked with each other, they would ask one another, "Do you really think we can keep the little school open?" They would then answer one another saying, "We think we can." The more the people said these words, the more they believed. Soon everyone in the little school was saying these words. It was as if the little school was shouting out loud with one clear voice, "We think we can, we think we can, we think we can." Suddenly the dark clouds that had been hovering above the little school started getting lighter and thinner. Other people within the big community heard the one clear voice of the little school, and many of them also joined with the little school to shout and sing, "We think we can, we think we can, we think we can." Soon it became so loud that everyone in the big community could hear the little school sing out, "We think we can, we think we can, we think we can." The sky above the little school was becoming clear and beautiful, even though there were still some clouds in the big community. The big community was listening though. the big community asked some of the people who loved the little school to become leaders of the big community. These people said, yes, we will join the leaders of the big community because we love the little school and we love the big community too. And so it came to pass that the leaders of the big community now included leaders who would listen, leaders who would believe. The very first thing these new leaders did was to decide that the little school would stay open. The good news was a great joy to the little school and also to the big community. The little school was bursting with joy. The voices coming from the little school were singing out, "We thought we could, we thought we could, we thought we could." The sky above the little school had become sunny and beautiful, and in the rest of the big community, nearly all the clouds had disappeared. Once again, the little school would wake up every day and say, "It is great to be small." The little school was named Wilson. And it was a happy school at the end.